struggled with my mental health for 25 years. And I stand before you all today with a husband, 3 children. I run my own business, and I haven't needed to take any medication in 7 years. And I'm... Sorry. I'm here today because I want to share with you all the ingredients that I use to change my life and that you can use to change yours too. My name is Colleen McLennan, and I created a business called Healthy Thoughts Process, which focuses on prevention. I teach children and adults how to take care of their mental health, how to cope in life, how to overcome, how to be strong, how to build resilience, because nobody should ever have to suffer in the way that I did and in the way that so many others do. The first thing that I would like to share with you today is something called anchor thoughts. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of this before, but anchor thoughts are a way of stepping into any emotion that you want at any time. So I'm going to invite you to participate with me in this. I'm not going to ask you to stand up or to sing or to say any words, but all I'm going to ask you to do is tune into yourself. So today we're going to create a feeling together. I want you all to become aware of how you are feeling right now. I'm sure that it doesn't feel great given what I just shared with you, but become aware of the thoughts that are in your head and how your body is feeling. You know, how is your breathing? How is your facial expressions? And I want you to think of a cherished memory. I want you to think of something that makes you so happy that it just lights you up from inside and lifts you up. Remember all the fine details of your happy memory. It's okay to smile. Notice that whenever you re-experience this memory, you re-experience all the emotions that come with it. And this is simply because you are stimulating the neural network in your brain that remembers both the facts of the memory and the emotions. This is scientific fact. This is what happens. This is why PTSD exists and trauma, because when you remember that event, you re-experience it as if it's real. But it's also true for happy memories. It's also true for confident memories. Your thoughts create your emotions. And I asked you to access your memories so that you could experience how choosing your thoughts affects how you feel. The knowledge that what you think creates how you feel, it gives you power because it gives you the opportunity to manage your emotions by learning how to control your thoughts. I can't explain how important this is. I really can't. You know, I wrote down points here today because I didn't want to forget anything important to say to you girls. But honestly, you have a choice. You know, all of this stuff happened to me, but I was the person who kept it happening. I was the person who kept punishing myself over and over again. And we don't need to do that. We really don't. Your thoughts control your life, and when you control your thoughts, then you have full control over your life. So by creating and using anchor thoughts, it helps us to step into any emotion at any time. So if you need confidence, think of a time whenever you felt completely strong and sure of yourself and free. And the way to create an anchor thought is when you're thinking about it, bring your forefinger and your thumb together and anchor that feeling. And keep practicing that until it's there. And then at any given moment when you need that, all you have to do is that. And you get washed over by all of those feelings and all of those experiences again. So the next thing I would like to talk about is the 4 steps to stopping negative thinking. We are all guilty of this, and we do it whether we recognise it or not. And I am a full believer that we stand in our own way all the time. It's not our circumstances, it's not our family, it's nothing else, it's just us. Because if you truly want something, there is nothing that can stop you from going to get that. Nothing, except you. So the 4 steps to do that is to hear yourself having a negative thought. Become aware of that. Most of us don't even know what is going on in our own heads half the time, and we chatter away in here, and that rules our life. You have to recognize that you're having a negative thought, and you can either do that by hearing it in your head or observing your body. If you're sweating or if your heart's beating or you have a knot in your stomach, then what thoughts are going through your mind that is creating those emotions? And procrastination, which I'm sure we're all guilty of too. But procrastination usually comes from fearful thoughts. The next thing that I would like to talk about is positive affirmations. Now, some of you might think the positive affirmations are just wishful thinking, but this could not be further from the truth. We all do repetitive exercises for our bodies to keep ourselves fit and healthy. Positive affirmations are like repetitive exercises for your mind and your outlook on life. It helps you to reprogram your thinking pattern so that in time you can think and act in the way that you want to. So you are where you are today in part because of what you have been saying about yourselves all your lives. And the more that you say these things, the more chance there is that that will become your reality. Realize it or not, but you are creating your experience of life with every word, thought, and action. And this works really well when we're saying things about ourselves, like I'm strong, or I'm capable, or I can do this. And this is not just positive thinking. This is creation at work. You are planting seeds every time that you speak a word. And someday you are going to have to eat the fruit from those seeds. If you want apple seeds, you have to plant apples. Or if you want apples, you have to plant apple seeds. And if you want oranges, you can't go out and plant cactus seeds or poison ivy seeds, because you are going to reap the fruit from the exact seeds that you have been sowing your whole lives. You cannot talk negative and expect to have a positive life. You cannot talk failure and expect to have success. You cannot talk lack, not enough, can't afford it, and expect to have abundance in your life. And if you don't like the seeds that you're sowing right now, then change those. You can change them at any time. And the way that you do that, ladies, is the thing that I'm going to finish with today. And that is self-love. Because I can promise you now that none of the rest of this matters if you don't love yourself enough to go for what you want in life. This was my biggest lesson. My husband was my catalyst for self-love, because he loved me so much that I couldn't help but love myself. He seen the me underneath the pain and all of the layers and the barriers that I had put up, and he did not give up on me, and he taught me how to not give up on myself. Because self-love is the most important thing. If you love yourself, and say you're trying to lose weight, say, I love myself enough to not put that junk in my body. I love myself enough to work out today. I love myself just as I am, but I would prefer to be a bit healthier. Don't try to be somewhere else. Be happy with where you are, and then somewhere else is always a bonus. There's a little pack that's going to be handed out at the end for all of you with ways of overcoming negative thinking and all about the anchor thoughts and the positive affirmations for you all to take home and try out for yourselves today. But I am going to leave you all with a very powerful quote, and it's from a lady called Marianne Williamson. And this is actually a very long speech that she does, but I've only chosen 2 lines that I thought were the most powerful and the most relevant for all of you today. And it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And we truly are. You can rewrite your story at any time that you wish. And I think today is a good day to do that. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me.